Hello and welcome back, fellow Vibe coders. Today we're diving into Google's latest game changer, the Nano Banana AI image editor. Officially known as Gemini 2.5 Flash Image, this tool is shaking up the creative world with its mind-blowing ability to edit photos using simple text prompts, keeping characters consistent and delivering pro-level results in just seconds. Whether you're swapping backgrounds or styling your selfies, Nano Banana is here to make your creative visions pop. So let's get into it. Okay, so here we are in Gemini, and I wanted to bring up the fact that if you go to Google or Bing and you type in Nano Banana, Nano Banana org is going to come up, AI art generator, nanobanana.io is going to come up, and none of these are the correct site. Okay, you just want to go to Google Gemini. And it says at the top, new, try image editing with our best image model, Nano Banana. And this is how you know you're in the right spot. Okay, obviously I'm signed in right now, and we can just grab some files to start editing. So I have this GFuel. It's just a product of GFuel, and I'm going to create a new image with it, like a product placement. All right, that should be good enough. Let's see if it can generate an actual usable advertisement. Nano Banana is meant to be the Photoshop killer, so we'll see how this does. All right, and there it is. So the cup is kind of backwards, right? The powder is actually being poured into the GFuel from the mixer cup, and I think that the GFuel should be pouring into the mixer cup, right? So let's add that and see. The cups are swapped. The GFuel energy formula should be poured into the mixer cup, not vice versa. All right, let's see how it does there. This is completely FREE, by the way. My apologies for that mix-up. All right, so it's got to be close to generating. It's the same image, isn't it? Okay, so try having the GFuel sideways being poured into the mixing cup. Yo, it just does not understand the edit that I want here. This image is not great because the powder is being poured into the GFuel energy formula bottle instead of the mixing bottle. Please grab enough context from my conversation here to fix this image. It's the same thing over and over again, and it's thinking it's doing better. So let's start a new conversation, right? New chat. We're going to upload this image again. Generate an image of GFuel being poured into the mixing cup on a beach where there's paradise. So without any other context interrupting it, let's see how this does. Hey, it did a little bit better. That's not what the inside of a GFuel looks like. And it's not actually being poured into the drink. So it looks like we have some physics issues that we need to worry about here. But obviously we could try some more stuff. I actually had one more thing I really wanted to try out, since this is the Photoshop killer. I'm pretty sure I need to test that theory out directly. So I'm going to go to Reddit, and I know that Reddit usually has people wanting their photos edited. So let's try that. Let's do remove. Somebody's going to want to remove something from a photo. Could someone remove the vape, dab pen, and beer from my girlfriend's hands? Right. Sure. We just need to remove that and have a random hand gesture here. Let's try it. Let's see if Gemini can do this. So I'm going to open this image in a new tab. I'm going to save it. I'm going to go back to Google Gemini. I'm going to upload that photo. And I'm going to say, please remove the items from the woman's hand and give back a cleanly generated photo of the couple. Let's see how it does here. Yeah, honestly, it did pretty well there. I'm not even mad at that. Um, let's see if we can add more edits. Can we make her hand less unnatural? Can we make it a more natural hand pose? I mean, personally, I think this is great. It moved from something that, is obviously a beer, contraband, and nicotine to a somewhat awkwardly laying hand, right? Which, I mean, it's not bad. And I didn't do any work for that. That was completely free. And this is the more natural hand. Um, honestly, am I mad at this? Can I be mad at this? Not really. I'm not too mad at that. Uh, is her fingernails like that? Yes. Yeah, her original fingernails are French tips. It kept pretty much everything that you would want in the photo. Um, and it has a little Gemini watermark here, but that's about it. So I'm gonna download that. I'm gonna go back to their post here and see. So like this though, that's good Photoshop, right? That's actually pretty good. What is another example here? Who else fixed it? Just brought the whole arm down. So this is something that Gemini can't do, right? Let's try it one more time. Remove the woman's hand entirely from the frame. Okay, did not remove it entirely. But again, I feel like I would be happy with this. You're holding your own jacket, not a vape. Um, yeah, I'm honestly not mad. And there is something red there, but you can't really tell what it is. It kept a reasonably good photo. And it didn't have to regenerate the whole thing. So I would consider that a win. That's pretty cool. I wonder if it can get rid of like the fuzzies in the hair because like this is something that you would, if you're on Photoshop, you would just get rid of the fuzzies, right? Get rid of the fuzzy hair on the woman. And it just couldn't do it. It just doesn't know what I'm talking about, right? So unfortunately, I don't see any change there at all. And with Photoshop, I really would be able to get in there and I'd be able to fix that little fuzz in the hair. So, is it the Photoshop killer? Probably not. I just generated 1, 2, 3, 4 photos just to get those items out of the hand and fail at removing the hair. Was it free? Was it faster than manually editing? I'm sure. It did not take me a full hour to do this. Is it a killer? No. Is it a photo enhancer and editor? Yes. Go give it a try. So another use case I was really kind of dying to try out was thumbnails, right? If you have a YouTube channel or any other type, like an Instagram, maybe you want to do text posts, but you don't have any images. So this might be able to help, right? So let's try and generate an image using Gemini and then edit it using Nano Banana Gemini. Generate a image of a techie background and a robot with the header, "Will AI rule the world?" All right, this seems catchy enough. So let's see if it generates, which it will. Let's see the quality of the generation, really. Generate an image of a techie background and a robot with the header, "Will AI rule the world?" Um, Typically, they're not very good at text, but okay, so it did an actual header. And here is our techie image, right? Um, so let's download this and let's try and edit it. So I've got that, and let's put my actual face in here and say, create a thumbnail for the video I just made on Nano Banana. So this is strictly editing and combining photos, right? So it generated, this is your pretty typical AI generated tech image. All right. Okay, I can create a thumbnail for your video on Nano Banana. To make sure I get it just right, could you tell me a little bit more about what Nano Banana is? Is it related to technology, food, or something else entirely? Also, would you like me to incorporate elements from either of the images you shared, or do you have a new idea in mind for the thumbnail? The techie, futuristic background should be kept, and my face should be reacting to it surprisingly, like a classic YouTube thumbnail. Nano Banana is Gemini 2.5 Flash image. It is a Photoshop killing video image editor. All right, so let's try this. It should know what itself is. It's so funny that it asks what Nano Banana is when I'm literally using 2.5 Flash right now. All right, looks like it's going to generate it. Look at that. Nano Banana, Gemini 2.5 Flash image, Photoshop killer. That's pretty decent, right? I did not add that photo, um, but it has my glasses, it has my hat, right? And it just grabbed it from this. This is pretty interesting. It's one of a kind. It's well done, and I think that you can use this for pretty much anything. So go ahead and try it out yourself. It is absolutely free. Just go to gemini.google.com and let me know how it goes. If you'd like to see anything else, leave a comment, leave a like, and please subscribe. If you watched to the end of the video, I'm more than thankful. I am grateful. Until next time.